Yo, what's going on guys? HyperX here. Welcome back to another video for Elden Ring, and in this one I want to turn your attention to a fantastic Colossal Sword, the Watchdog's Greatsword. This is a weapon that is quite rare. It is of course a random drop from a very particular mob, so unless of course you've gone out of your way to farm it, chances are you won't have encountered, maybe even heard of this weapon. But this is fantastic because it is not only a Colossal Sword, which of course as of patch 1.04 has had a buff, because don't forget that they increased the Colossal Sword weapon attack speed, lowered their recovery time, increased their two-handed attack damage, and also increased their physical block rate and guard boost, making these fantastic. I mean, Colossal weapons were already awesome, but this is now even more potent. But on top of that, this is a weapon for the strength boys out there, because this can go up to S tier scaling on strength, and it even allows you to put on your own custom Ashes of War, meaning this is a very customizable, very strong Colossal Sword that you can use for your strength builds. So if you guys want to know more, then let's get started. If you guys do enjoy this, a like would be super appreciated. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you encountered this weapon? Are you using this weapon? Are you going to go and get it after this video? Let me know down below, and of course don't forget to keep it locked for plenty more Elden Ring. So, if you want to get this, you need to turn your attention to the Giant Conquering Hero's Grave. This is, of course, a dungeon, sort of like pretty large one. If you haven't got to this before, then by far the easiest way to do so is go to the Giant's Grave Post Site of Grace up in the mountaintops of the Giants, the snowy area. And you can then work your way down from here, because it is of course on a more elevated platform, as you can sort of see if you follow this route that I'm taking right now. This is the route that I ran to basically get to this location. So if you have not gained access to this, if you've not been here before, that is the route I would recommend. However, once you get there, you then want to go inside and you need to farm a very particular mob. It is, of course, in the name, it is one of those watchdogs, those stone statues that, of course, have those swords, the ones that float in the sky and basically drop down and try and impale you. However, there's a little catch. So for this one, what you want to do from the Site of Grace, you want to run down the stairs, run past the Red Flame Monk, jump out the window to the right, and you'll then see one of them there shrouded in black. Of course, when they are in this state, you can't attack them. Easiest thing to do is run up the hill. There is, of course, a little sort of golden circle. There's also a couple of imps here. So what I would recommend is, of course, just stand in the circle. When they approach and they touch the holy ring, that will then remove the shadowy coating. You can then kill them, take out the imps first, and then lure the watchdog up there. Now, the nice thing is, of course, anytime it encounters or touches the ring, it freezes for a second. That gives you a very nice opportunity to basically just do a ton of damage, and you then kill this mob, and this is the one that has a chance to drop it. Now, again, as a reminder, if you guys want to increase your chances of getting things, don't forget to check out our video on the drop rate. Of course, if you want to increase your drop rate, you can use a combination of a few different things, so check out the video, I'll link it down below. But quite simply, that is the mob. So once you've done that, you can then of course run back to the Site of Grace and repeat this loop. Now, it's one of those things where it's kind of hard to sort of comment on quite how rare something is, because everybody seems to just have different degrees of luck. I will say this one, of all the weapons I've farmed, didn't actually take me as long as I might have thought. Of course, it's slightly more involved in that you need to sort of run over to this location, do a little bit of prep, and then kind of get the thing to the golden ring before you can kill it. So, you know, it might not be as quick as some other farming routes, but all in all, I think I got this one on about my 10th kill, so it actually wasn't too bad. But anyway, this is where you get the weapon, and then once it drops, you then have a fantastic addition to your strength builds. Now, by default, of course, this thing has a strength requirement of 30, a dex requirement of 10, and of course, if you upgrade it, it has B scaling in strength and E scaling in dex. But if you do switch this over to the heavy affinity, then that is when you can unlock the S tier scaling. So of course, if you are heavily spec'd into strength, if you're looking for a very nice, customizable, meaty Colossal Sword that hits hard, then this is the one for you. But that, my friends, is pretty much it. A little quick video on a sword that maybe you didn't know exists, but now you do. If you've missed our recent videos, be sure to check out one of these ones linked on screen right now. And of course, don't forget to keep it locked on the channel for plenty more Elden Ring.